Okay, good afternoon to you, Kevin, Rick, Fico, Fred. Good afternoon to you guys. Okay, just give me a short moment. Okay, doing a bit of marketing. All right, good afternoon to you. Now, today, this MAO is full of information. There's loads of information, guys. If you guys going to go into Bitcoin, this MAO, you really need to watch, okay? Really need to watch. So good afternoon to you. Hi, what's up, Maurice? What's up to you, Jason? All right, guys, okay. So I believe that you are here because you know what happened in the crypto space, all right? All right, do you know that Bitcoin went up to 100,000? All right. No, Bitcoin went down instead, okay? The thing is this, yesterday we saw Bitcoin coming down all the way to 30,000. So let me ask everybody here right now, how many of you actually bought Bitcoin at 30,000? How many of you bought Bitcoin at 30,000 yesterday? Please let me hear you guys now. Right. How many of you made $30,000? Right. I know some of you bought it at 30,000. So anyone bought at 30,000? Let me see now. I'll wait for your answers. Anybody bought at 30,000? $31,000. Okay. Yeah. Exactly around there. Because I put in the order too. I couldn't go in. I couldn't go in at all. All right. So I bought 31,000. Yes. 31,001. 31,005, yeah, around there. So that was what happened yesterday. Kevin bought 34,000, not bad, good number. Very profit, right? Rick, they didn't buy it, no worries. All right, so let's start with today's MAO. There's loads of stuff to share with you today, really, loads of stuff. Let's begin. All right, so you can see on the screen right now, okay, the market, Bitcoin really came down to 30,000. Now, it was just 3 months ago when I was on stage and people asked me, Cal, do you remember what you say about the Bitcoin? And I told them that Bitcoin has a good chance of a pullback. That was where I was in a hotel. I was telling people there, look, I know that now it's for 50,000, but I kind of suspect that there's some pullback pretty soon. And I gave them the date and the time. I say it's between late May or early June. And I really said that. I just checked my tape. I really said that. So what's next now is most important. I'll explain this to you, but before we go into all the details, because there's loads of great information, I need you guys to really do me a little favor, a short favor yourself. Please, watch the screen and take note that this disclaimer applied, all right? Because I really don't want you guys to, misunderstand what I have to say. And then after that, you get yourself into unfortunate financial difficulty. Okay, so please read this disclaimer now. All right, make sure you understand that I'm sharing with you information for free. End of the day, you have to do your own financial conditioning and check your risks involved. Okay, so once you have accepted this, you have identified me. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so by staying on now after 5 seconds means you already read through and you understand that you will take on the risk on your own. Okay, all right. Now, how many of you remember this rainbow chart that I shared with you guys 2-3 months ago? If you remember, please key the word rainbow chart. Right? If you actually remember that I shared this rainbow chart with all of you, please key the words rainbow chart. All right, into the group chat. Okay, let me see how many of you remember this rainbow chart? Yes, Eddie remember, Kevin remember, Colin remember, Carl remember. Now that's great. Now, how many of you remember that I also said that, right? Back then when we were having this event ending in March, I think we have a March event, remember that? In March itself, I told you guys that, right, there is a possible pullback in May or June. Do you remember that? If you remember that I said that there will be a pullback in May or June, please key the word yes. Okay, if you remember, I actually mentioned that in May or June, we should see a pullback. right? If you remember, please key the word yes. If you say you didn't hear it, then it's fine. Because I only do it during the 2 events in the hotel, at Holiday Inn Hotel. Yes, I actually said that. All right, remember? Wow, thank you, Carl. Wow, you guys are good. Eddie, thank you. Fred also, Gerald also, Alvin also. Now only the 100 people were there who have seen it, because the thing was not broadcast. It was not on Facebook, anything else. It was actually on an event inside. Okay, aside when I said this. Now, how did I know that? Right, I told you guys about this. Let me draw this for you. Okay, I know that after today you're gonna draw this on your own. Okay, let me draw this for you. Okay. Now, what I did was that I noticed that, okay, every halving, okay, if you look forward, right, around this area itself, right, there will be you look very simple. You take this whole period, you take this whole period, you just divide by 4 portions. 1 portion, 2 portion, 3 portion, 4 portion. So if you look at it itself, right, on the 4th portion, if you look at it, right, there will be an interesting phenomenal pullback somewhere around this area when the market is, gliding up in a very steep angle. So that was whereby in March, I was telling you guys that be very careful. If let's say we follow the chart pattern itself, right, it's going to be pretty soon that we may actually see a pullback. And that was a period of May and June that I mentioned. Okay. So you can take this, what you can do is this, you go to the google.com and just basically search for Bitcoin rainbow chart, and you do a bit of, drawing, you actually will see something like this. So by theory of this, that means that, can you see what will happen next? Now, basically, there will, after a pullback, right, the market will basically stay still on an uptrend. Can you see that? And after that, there will be another rally. This rally will basically go towards the red color zone. So are we saying that now from here, we are going to go to the red color zone? Wow. If you're going to the red color zone itself, right, that means we're going to go to at least $100,000. Wow. Okay. So what do you think, guys? Do you think that this Bitcoin is going to go 100,000 now? How many of you think that Bitcoin will go to 100,000 now? Today is the 20th of May. We are doing this live right now. How many of you think that this will go to 100,000? Please key. If you think that it go to 100,000, please key 100K. If you say that no way, just key the word no. All right, let me see what is the answer today. How many of you think that it will go to 100K from where we are drawing now? Versus, if you think that no way, that's the end. Okay, no, just key the word no. Let me see. All right, so we have Eddie say 100K, Rick, absolutely. Jerry, 100K. How about the rest? Cheng Kui, 100K. All right, how about the rest? Fred, 100K by year end. Wow. Okay. Alvin, no. Kevin, 100K. Peter, 100K. Susan, 100. Sherwin, 2. Levy, say no. Chris, say yes. Anthony, yes. Yu Ming, say what? Oh, December 2021. Wow, Yu Ming getting better and better. Huh? Now can give exact date already. Fantastic. So basically, Carl, Nelson, Gerald, Judy all say 100K. All right, Levy say no. All right, no problem. Everybody is entitled to their own views itself, right? Now, I will go through the whole thing here today. Today, MAO a bit longer than usual, maybe at 3 o'clock. So there's lots of things to share with you. Let's just continue, all right? So we'll leave it there at this stage here first, okay? So you'll see more stuff coming up, all right? Today, loads of information. All right, so remember yesterday, I gave this number. I gave 2 numbers yesterday. I said that, right, the Bitcoin will come down to about 38,500. And when I put an N itself, right, the next number was so far away, it's 30,500. I gave this specific figure. So, of course, when I mentioned this itself, right, a lot of people don't believe. They say, Kel, you're crazy. All right, I think it's crazy enough, but maybe you want to, let me bring you back what I said yesterday, and you just hear for yourself, and you tell me how crazy I was yesterday. On the way to the office, I just saw crypto Bitcoin came down to 38,600, and then now we found it a bit quite incredible, right? Seems that the numbers are there. All right, but the scary part is this. Okay, yesterday I already told you guys. Yesterday I told you there is a possibility for Bitcoin to go down all the way to 30,500. Now, if you remember this, okay, all right, please key number 1. that I did say this. If you remember that I did say that the Bitcoin could go down based on the weekly chart, right? There is a possibility that it may go down to 30,500. Key at number 1 right now. All right, so really Bitcoin really came down to 30,500. Now, but to be honest, I never expect it come down in a single day. I know that it will likely be coming down to that portion, but I never expected that it will come in down a single day. All right. So when I was to show you fact and figures itself, right, that I really follow what I said. I remember one of my students, he has a portfolio of $100,000 in cryptocurrency. So I remember that and quickly text him and asked him at 7 p.m. and asked him how his portfolio, because just 1 week ago, I personally called him and told him that I believe that crypto market is going to come down. Right, 1 week ago, I already told him already. So I contacted him. I said, brother, how is your portfolio now? That was yesterday at about 7:24 p.m. And he replied me, thank you. I sold off my Bitcoin and Ethereum after you told me. And this was said 1 week ago. 1 week ago, I told him. And then today he bought back some. Then I told him, say, not bad. That means you save yourself almost 30%. I said that I'm looking at 31,000 for Bitcoin. That means at 7:30 p.m. Singapore time, when Bitcoin was still trading about 35,000, I was telling him about 31,000 can look out for that. So that was about 7:30 p.m. Okay. Then after that, I think he went on 31,000. I think he went in to buy more. Okay. And of course, at about 9:09 p.m., right, I tell my good sister to look out to buy Bitcoin at 31,000, Ethereum at 2,100, ADA at $1.20, and Dogecoin at 25 cents. And that was 9:09 p.m. So you can see the difference in time. One is at 7:30 p.m., one is at 9 p.m. And when the market came down here, it was around there, about 9:30 p.m. That's around time now when the Bitcoin went down all the way down to about 29,000. So that was where the Bitcoin landed. And after that, the Bitcoin just rebounded like, wow, all the way until 39,000. That was incredible. So anything you purchase here, you have made 30% in just 3 hours to 4 hours time. That is how powerful this cryptocurrency is. So all this to show you hard fact and evidence that all this was caught before the market moved, all right? So not here to boast, but more like tell you guys that this is how the market works. You need to know more about it. So of course, the question is what causes the carnage, right? There were many reasons, but primary reason was because of Elon Musk, that's for sure. Then after that itself, you can see once the Bitcoin comes down, right, nothing was able to escape. Look at Ethereum, right, come down all the way, such a very incredible jump down. So of course, year to date itself, right, the whole Bitcoin really have given up all the gains for almost the entire year. So we're just marginally away, but of course now I'm back to 39,000, so it's still all right, right? So now the thing is this, a lot of people have been asking me since morning, Cal, can we buy Bitcoin? I say that, hang on for a moment. I say, let it go down a little bit more. Now, why do I want to say that? Because there's a lot of movement in the exchanges that you probably know or may not know, all right? So before we go into this, let's just get again some expert in. Now, these are the 5 experts on CNBC, so they are the right people to talk to, right? Let's listen to what they have to say. Okay, let's begin.
I think this is all about clearly monetary policy is the Fed behind the curve. It'll be interesting to get the Fed minutes today. It's also about inflation. Is it transitory or isn't it? Isn't it? I personally believe it's not all transitory. Some of it is, obviously, on the commodity front, and as you get through these supply chain issues. But if you look at the wage number from the GDP report, 0.7%, then you look at the JOLTS number of 8.1 million, and then you listen to what McDonald's has to say and Chipotle had to say in terms of increasing wages. That is certainly something on top of mind. I know it's on top of mind for me as well. And then also just add in seasonality and profit taking. Remember, the S&P is up 85% from last year's lows. So I get it. I do think it's very interesting that money in money market funds is now back up to $3 trillion. So there's definitely more of a defensive feel. I'm really not changing my strategy, Joe. I really believe that the growth will continue to stay strong.
You had a confluence of events, combination of tax day, Elon Musk tweets, whatnot, where you started breaking down the positivity and the price action. And now we've got a liquidation event. And Humpty Dumpty never gets put back together in 2 days when he cracks. It's going to take a while. The market will consolidate. It'll find a bottom somewhere. I'm hoping it's close to here. 36,000 now, maybe 38,000. It did feel like capitulation this morning. Ethereum, 2,600, 2,400. We're pretty close. They've had big sell-offs with huge volume. But it's not going to bounce right back. It'll consolidate for a while. The story hasn't gone anywhere.
This day feels like more of a washout day, a crescendo day. Everyone's really panicked. David, the youth buying crypto right now, they are petrified. You really got to steer clear of what I regard as the Woodstock trade, because those were stocks she was buying. She's buying these things all the way down. That's tremendous. This is Cathie Wood we're talking about. Tremendous lack of discipline, tremendous amount of conviction. And I think what you have to do is you have to fall back on stories that are really good, that have moved up a lot, that could benefit. Say there's a catalyst, like the bank stocks. They have the Char review. I mean, that's kind of interesting to me.
So I think when we look at the market over the last couple of months, there's a lot of frothiness in the market. If you look at the futures market and some of those derivative trading platforms, the annualized return on the futures spread is actually 20 to 30%. And by the end of April, it's as high as 50%. That signals the level of frothiness in the market. So I think there's a lot of speculation and in the market. And when the leverage is being washed out, when the market turns the other way around, there is a cascading impact that we are seeing in the last 2 days.
If you think about Coinbase today, the reason we're skeptical about this stock and we have a neutral is because about 80% of their revenue is tied to retail trading fees. And if you think about the pricing or the yields, right, on those retail trading fees, we expect them to continue to come down. We started seeing this in the first quarter, where yield came from 1.4% in the fourth quarter to 1.2%. So it's a dramatic decline in yields, or the average take rate. And as competition heats up, you're going to expect to see more sort of price reduction and a margin reduction on this yield. So they're basically earning as much as they could ever earn because of volatility today. But I like the way you put this. They're definitely bound to wherever crypto is going, minus kind of a yield contraction. So you're getting the crypto volatility minus the yield contraction over time, and that doesn't bode well for their future.
Okay, so you have hit all the experts, what they had to say itself. All right, from different areas. All right, we have the technical guy, the market guy, the exchange guy. We have the analyst, we have the fund manager. So basically, this is what is happening right now on the crypto front. All right. So later on, towards the end of this, before we go to the technical side, I will give you my personal take on the crypto market. Okay, I'll give you mine. All right. So the thing is this: what causes then the market to rebound? I mean, we know that it was Elon Musk that bring the market down. We know there was a Chinese news that came out in the market. Then what brought the market up? Surprisingly itself. Okay. Surprisingly itself, okay, it is Elon Musk himself, apparently. So Elon Musk tweets diamond hands, emoji amid Bitcoin drop. Now, I realize that nowadays, it's the tweeting that basically makes a market move. And it's about emoji. And it's how you interpret it. If you don't know what is emoji, you don't know how to interpret it, you look at a symbol and don't know what's going on. Oh my God, really? So what did Elon Musk text? This is how he texts. Look at it. Tesla has diamond hands. Oh my God, this is all it took, okay? And the time was 10:42 p.m. That was why, I tell my friend 7:30 to ask him to buy 31,000. And 9 o'clock, I tell my sister to buy this Bitcoin. And about an hour later, right, Elon Musk came in and text this, okay? And obviously, the moment he text this finish, wow, the market just basically felt that, right, okay, they were worried that Tesla, whether they sold it, the market was speculating whether Tesla sold their Bitcoin. And because of that as well, right, Bitcoin was coming off. But now when Elon Musk came in and said that, Tesla is diamond hands, that means that they're telling you I didn't sell. But of course, that's an interpretation. So straight away, we saw the Bitcoin going back up. So this is how the world works, my friend. You must get a Twitter account to know what's going on, my friend. If not, right, you're going to be very slow. And I tell you this, come to Twitter. The information from Twitter is so fast, it's much faster than mainstream media. I think that's why Colin is able to give us so many timely information. Well, Colin, don't worry. Not only that Elon Musk also came in, our good friend, okay, Cathie Wood, all right? Cathie Wood basically came in And Cathie Wood, right? Right pronunciation. Cathie Wood basically came in and tell everybody that don't worry, we still look at 500,000. Wow. So Cathie Wood basically is keeping faith, and she says that, right, no worry, cryptocurrency Bitcoin will go to 500,000. Yesterday, the selling was just, nothing, all right? Okay, so she used her word. We go through soul searching times like this and scrape the models, and yes, our conviction is just as high. Oh, wow, okay. And the best part is she said this, okay, Elon will come back and be part of the ecosystem. Wow, okay. So you can see that, right, these two of them is a main driver for this cryptocurrency market, and they're still, being highly followed by a lot of people. But of course, we also know that Cathie Wood have loaded up a lot of Coinbase Global Incorporation stock the last 3 weeks, and this counter have been going down the last 3 weeks or so. So is it because she knows that she's having a lot of position, she had to say something this type of level to push the market? We won't know. But nonetheless, when Elon Musk went first, then after she came in, these two of them likely have propelled and pushed the market a bit higher. So overall, do understand this. Her ARK innovation now is down by 34% from the year high. So still, that is whereby the real concern is. Okay, so we have Elon Musk, we have Cathie Wood, all right? How about the real stuff inside the market? Let's take a look. Now, this is the clearer view of what I shared this morning. This is whenever the Bitcoin dropped by 30 to 40% is nothing. Now, in the financial market, when a market dropped by 20%, it is a bear territory. But in cryptocurrency, 30% and 40% is a normality. So this one you must adjust yourself. That means that for 30 to 40% is the same level like 20% for the financial market. So of course, there were incidents whereby Bitcoin dropped by 70%, 53%, 63%. There were 3 instances. But if you notice this, every time when the market rebound after that, it's always either they recover back all the losses or they recover at least 50% of the losses. So that means that if the market is dropped, if the market dropped by 70%, the market will recover about 35% of the 50% of the drop, put it this way. So now the thing is this, we saw recently in January, February, we saw crypto down by 30%. And again, if you follow into history, that means that it was time to buy. And if you have bought Bitcoin, you have made a lot of money. So now today we dropped by 54%. And you notice this, the last time we saw was 53% around here. So maybe 30%, 40% is normal. But anything above 50%, right, it may take a while for it to recover, a while. So the question is this, how long will it take for it to go up itself, right? Likely what you just heard earlier itself, it may take a while, but eventually, most likely, it will go back up again, all right? That is what the charts are saying. That is how we are seeing from here. Now, this is where the thing really gets very misleading, okay? Now, we all know that what happened, it was this particular article that came out in the media. Hold on, let me just do the presentation. Just give a short moment. Let me just make it work. Sorry, yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right, so this is the one of the reasons why that there was this thing going on in the social media about China bans financial payment institutions from cryptocurrency in business. Now, this was circulating in the market. But the problem is this article was already mentioned many months ago. All right, so, and it came from this particular mainstream media, all right, apparently. So someone actually came in and said, there's 3 dumb things that happened within the last hour. Writers writing a misleading article on China banning, which China did not ban. Then people retweeting writers and believing in it, and market dumping on writer news. So indeed, China did not ban crypto. It was actually an anti-speculation law from years ago, apparently. Yes, indeed, I went to do a check. Yes, China did not ban. If China had banned crypto, right, it will be everywhere in the market. For some reason, it's right. I mean, the sending was just like that, and no one really clarified, and everybody was like, I say so, and then the thing must move on. So I'm quite sure no one going to take responsibility for this, but that is something that you must check whenever you see any mainstream media news, all right? So what is scary and what is interesting is this. Everybody, now this is where all the good stuff comes in. Now this is what happened the last 1.5 years. If you notice this, right, the 22,917 Bitcoin in one single hour were deposited to exchanges yesterday. Deposited, not coming out, it's deposited. Okay, this hourly inflow is rivaled only by the March 2020 crash. Now, this is 2020 crash. Now, look at the volume back then. It hits about nearly 26,000 Bitcoin. Now, you may realize that it's not a lot, right? Actually, it's not a lot. So yesterday, the Carnage itself, all the selling is done by just less than 30,000 coin. 30,000 coin has probably moved the market in a way. And this is what happened yesterday. Now, look at it. The market basically cranked down all the way. Look at it. It sold down all the way with the highest volume. And you notice this? After that itself, right? With the highest volume involved, the market recovers already. Wow, you see that? So actually, right, when people tell you I'm dumping, I'm losing, right, you look carefully the market. So it's very clear now is that, right, the baseline level now is at 30,000, that's for sure. And the volume traded is one of the highest and it's deposited volume. So based on this as well, right, it doesn't seem to be a time to sell Bitcoin. In fact, itself, right, it looks like a time to buy into Bitcoin, right? This is one part of it. We continue, okay? We continue, All right, now we look at this. This is the Concoin Telegraph. It's point at the data of crypto data provider, okay, showing that Bitcoin price drawdown has led to a quarter of unique on-chain entities being lost. Okay, so basically in short itself, trying to tell you that, whenever this line, this projected line is right for at 75% mark, every time when the market hit to that point, that it almost incidentally shows that Bitcoin will actually recover. So it seems to be at the moment now, it's actually happening. And that means that, right, there's a reason why Bitcoin hit 30,000, the market came in to buy, okay? This is not the end, there's more to go. Now, this is the largest inflow to Binance, all right? Look at the amount. Oh my God, look at the amount of people coming in. Look at it, look at the amount, it's ridiculous. So you look at it, this doesn't mean that means that the price came down, but the activity from the boys or the whales are buyers. They went in. So while retailers are cutting themselves flesh and blood, these boys came in. So I was wondering, is that right? Who is the real one that benefit of this? So look at it, my God, look at the amount of inflow. That's why Binance yesterday couldn't let you trade, because I think whales came in bigger and larger, and that is what happened, right? And now this is the most important chart. This is whereby the old coins or the long-term holders are not moving. They are not moving. In fact, itself, the retail paper hands that are selling in and out, in and out, in and out. The time when these big movers are getting out, you realize this, that is where the real selling comes in. The last time we saw something like this was 2014, whereby the holders got out, and that's why the Bitcoin came quite a fair bit. So now the thing is this, you notice yesterday, despite the carnage, there was no movement from them. In fact, very little movement. So that means that, right, yesterday, that so-called selling may not be that real, all right? So these are all the information that you can find and I found for you. Hope you like it, all right? But before you thank me, there's one thing I want you to take a look at this particular chart right now. Now, this is the typical, this sort of stages in a boom, in a market, in a bubble market. Now, definitely it's out now. Now everybody is saying that we are this capitulation period now, market is going to crash and stuff like that. What do you think? Now, what do you think? Now, most people say that we are in a bull trap right now. That means that the market is trying to go to normal. So where do you think, where are we? So guys, now look at this screen. Tell me, where do you think we are right now? Are we at bull trap? Are we at fear factor? Are we at enthusiasm? Are we at return to mean? You guys pick. I want to see your answers. There's 90 of you. I will see your answer. Tell me, where are we right now for Bitcoin in your perspective? Okay, Colin say capitulation. Okay. Shane say enthusiasm. Alvin say greed. Fear say fickle. All right. Hakim say awareness period. Where's awareness, by the way? Awareness? Okay, PNMS period. Okay. All right. Return to normal. Media attention. Okay. All right. Bull trap. Okay. All right. Bull trap or bull. Okay. All right. First sell off. Okay. Kevin denial. All right. Colin. Okay, capitulation, enthusiasm. Okay, now let me just explain to you how I see this chart. Okay, now let me explain this to you. Now, first of all, to guess where we are, I think it's quite crazy to know. All right, but I can give you one insightful thoughts on this. Okay, now first of all, you must understand that the market now is all pointing here. The market now is pointing here, okay, because we saw Bitcoin coming down to 30,000 and then rebounded to about now 39,000, okay? So I will say this very simple. In order for this to really manifest and whether is this the end of the cryptocurrency market, right? Now, let me explain this to you in number form, easier to understand. If this is the high, now the high of crypto, the high was at 62,000, right? 64,000, huh? Okay, that was a high of crypto, right? Now, the low we saw was at 29,000, okay? Very simple, right? This is how we look at it, okay, in terms of numbers. So usually when the market is in a bull trap, if let's say the media says we are in a bull trap, then normal, yes, indeed, after, because the market has been going up, right? When the market comes down, the first real pullback, it will always lead to an initial knee-jerk recovery or a dead cat bounce, we call that. So usually dead cat bounce is about 50% to 40%. So we do the math. How about that? So the high is 64,000. The low is 29,000. So let's say now the between of them. What's the between? Now take a calculator. Okay, take a calculator. So 64,000, right? The between of them, okay, will be how much? Will be the 50% marker will be at 46,000. Okay, can you see that? Can you understand my point? 64,000 and 29,000. The in-between point itself is 46,000, the 50% mark. Okay, all right, correct. 46.5 is an exact number. Okay, so that is 50% mark. So now let's redo the 40% mark. 40%. 40% mark. Okay. Okay, crypto experts say 200 DMA. Huh? Okay, all right. So how about the 40% mark? Can you try on your own now before I show it to you? If 50% mark is 46,500, then the 40% mark, what number would that be? Anyone? Anyone? Now, I'm very sure no one teach this. I'm just going to share with you my personal take, and you guys, if you do your own calculation, you probably want to get my point here yourself. The 40% mark, anybody can tell me? Okay, waiting for your answers. Okay. Is it no? Okay. 38.4, right? Is it 38.4? Yumin got 38.4. Is that only answer there? Did Yumin got it correctly? Is that the only answer? No worry, yeah. Is there only answer from Yumin? How about the rest? $37.2. Okay. Okay, two numbers already. Anybody else? We take this number, 64, 29, okay? So the between is 46.5. So, 46.5. All right, 36.8. Okay, well, are we having a temperature taking? Going down 38.4, 37.2, 36.8. Anyone can be very sure the numbers? 43? No, cannot be 43. 42? 47? What's the answer, guys? Okay. All right. The easiest way to get this is that 64,000 minus 29,000, you get 35. All right. So that means that every 10% is about 3,500. Easier to do this way. You understand? So basically it's right, there were 3,500. So very simple. 3,500 multiplied by 4, you get 14,000. 14,000 plus 29,000, that's a simple mathematics, is for 43,000. Around there? Around there? Is that correct? Okay, we're having a lot of fun here itself, okay? So what do you think? Okay, 64,000 to 29, right? This is the whole range All right, so if we talk about 40% means you take this whole 64,000 to 29,000, okay? And then after that, you take this as a net difference, then you divide by 10 portions, then you plus back by times 4, you get 43, correct? Eric, I got my bad answer for you. I saw wrongly. Yeah, 43,000, correct. The answer is 43,000. Okay, so upside itself will be 49,000. Okay, so that is the 60% mark. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this. All right, Bitcoin, if it really want to go up, it has to cross 43,000. Has to cross. If Bitcoin do not cross 43,000, right, then seriously, we are in trouble. I repeat myself one more time. Bitcoin in the near term has to cross 43,000. Correct, Kevin, you got it right. Has to cross 43,000. If the market do not cross 43,000, that means it can't even go to the 40% mark, and that is a bit of worrying figure, okay? So the next thing is this. If the market to be safe, it has to cross 46,000. To be safe, 46,000. That is where the safety net is, okay? Now, only when it crosses 49,000 above the 60% mark, then all is clear, all right? So there are 3 levels that you have to take note: 43, 46, 49. So now today is at 39. So are we at the safe level? No, we're not at the safe level. So we are still within the bull trap territory. We're still at the bull trap territory, but of course it's a bit too far. Like, hell, the market cannot be recovery so much, right? What the guy say, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, right? Cannot recover in 2 days' time. I totally agree with you, but at least now we have these few figures to inform yourself. Now, if the market really hit resistance at 43,000, traders, you need to be very careful. So that is my personal take at this moment. Now, I don't expect the market to really capitulate, but again, if anything, it's all possible because of what we are seeing right now. So we just have to play it careful. Now, of course, so if the market can cross 46,000 to 49,000, then I'm telling you this, the next run it should be going for will be at least 72,000 to onwards, okay? About 72,000 at least. That's how I see for the next wave. So people who are, trying, if you tell me, Cal, 30,000, I want to buy land, 35,000, I don't mind buying and keep it for one-time profit. I think it makes some sense, all right? So that's what I'm saying. So guys, I'm giving you my personal take itself, right? This is what I'm saying. So now the market have came off already. There's nothing much for me to tell you where the bottom is, right? 30,000. So the next number will be whether it can cross the important 43,000, okay? So all cool on that. If everybody likes what I just shared, please key the word like, L-I-K-E, all right? If you like it, please let me know, okay? If you don't like it, just say dislike. So I'm fine with that. Now, of course, the thing is this, well, that means that, right, if that is the case, well, this whole movement, if this is actually the, not a bull trap, but a bear trap, will it behave like this, something like this? Yeah, it is possible. So which means that, right, maybe whatever we are seeing today now is just only a part of this only at this area here. So after that, what will happen? The market will go higher. Yeah, that is how it is. So it's depending on which side are we on now, depending on how you see it. But based on what we are seeing right now, it is still possible. Now, the only thing that can really give the market a big problem is the Federal Reserve. If the Federal Reserve really one day do the tapering and then the market start to go into buying gold or something else, right, then there is a high chance that we could see capitulation, okay? Only when that happens. At the moment now, it's still all right. Okay, guys, so that is what I want to share with you in terms of the fundamental and the stuff. So let's look into the technical side. Now, yesterday, our trading model didn't do that well. I'll be honest with you. Now, we have basically 6 trades yesterday, right? We only have 2 wins. The wins are not bad. We make quite good money. The losses, we kept it small. So overall, yesterday, we have 4 losses, 2 wins. But of course, the 2 wins are big wins. So overall, it's all right, not too bad. But still, to be upfront with you, I don't believe in any system in the world can have 100% return or 100% no losses trading. There will be losses in trading, and that is what we are here for. All right, to capture and make sure we win big, we lose lesser. Okay, that is what I want to share with you. So our system is still about 78% overall. Okay, all right, so let's look at the charts right now to see what do we have for today. Let's take a look. Okay, this is Bitcoin right now. This is Bitcoin. Now you can see that Bitcoin now has just crossed 40,000. Okay, he has just crossed 40,000. For those who bought 30,000, chill. Okay, chill, relax a little bit. What do? You just have to wait for it to go up to 43,000 to take a look. Now, at the moment now, my KSI on a day chart show that there's a lot of selling still in the market. And we have the KCX blinking at the bottom, this day chart. So for long-term wise, it's all right. Traders, you can consider to buy into Bitcoin slowly. All right, but as I mentioned to you, take note of this 43,000. Okay, where's my, okay. Now for today, it's all right. You can see today is a very strong buy because its opening price is above my pivot level. So as long as crypto stay above opening price, it's a buy. So I already put myself at the 43,000 level to remind myself that we hit 43,000, maybe I should take some profit, okay? The next level that I should be looking at is at 46,000. Okay, so that is another technical level that we can see very clearly that shows the support and resistance. Now look at the 5-minute chart for today. Today, 5-minute chart is very clear. Today, if you use this, my system to trade, you can see this morning, the color changed, blue to green, look up, red turns to yellow, you buy, straight away, first round of profit. Then after that, subsequently, there's one trade here, this one ended as a loss. The third trade ended beautiful profits, can you see that? Blue turned to green, flickering, move your eyes up, red turns to yellow, you buy, and now you can see beautifully, the Bitcoin has went up all the way, almost like $4,000, okay? So that is how we trade our Bitcoin by just following the colors. How about Ethereum? Let's take a look at Ethereum right now for today. Now, Ethereum is also having the same movement. Yesterday went down to below 2,000. That's why I went for buy at 2,100. But incredibly, until now on a day chart, we do not see any KCX yet. That means that still there will be a lot of buying at the moment, although the whales are selling a bit stronger than usual. So for Ethereum right now, there's no signal yet on the day chart. But the intraday chart is really good. The intraday chart is marvelous. Take a look. You see that this morning when the KCX turned from blue to green, look up, red turns to yellow, you buy. That is where the first wave of profit. The second wave, we got hit, stop loss, stop out. The third wave, beautiful, CCRY, and it went above the blue line. There's a pivot one, and of course, Bitcoin went Ethereum went all the way up itself. So guys, that is how we trade our cryptocurrency. So if you like this, all this sharing right today, I just hope that you guys take note of that. Tomorrow, I'll cover how I see on Ethereum one by one. But today, for sure now, I'm informing you as a friend, do not look out for 43,000. If the Bitcoin do not cross 43,000, please go slow a little bit, okay? You can buy some right now, but 43,000 will be the resistance. Okay, guys, I hope you like today's sharing. Thank you once again. All right, have a great day. This is Cal signing off. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.